So let us start with today's topic under the e-learning unit, teaching and learning with MOOC, or rather it's an overall picture of MOOC. What is MOOC? Massive open online course. And this term has been into use for a long time, but it has gained its popularity no, I can't just say in recent times, but it gained its popularity of late, and we see that there is quite a kind of boom for MOOC and preference for doing MOOC courses, or they have become a favorite among student or academic community. Why? Because of its very basic word, massive. Any student from any part of the world can join this course. So what are these courses actually? These are the courses which are hosted on our portal. What are these portals? We will be seeing in some time. And there is access, unlimited access to a lot of reading material, lectures and videos. Lectures and videos. Learning at your learning at the student's pace. Your student can pace their own learning, and it makes online exchange of information by experts through social media, social networking platforms, and experts from various corners of the world, or various reputed institutions, or various reputed organizations, universities, are available to the student from the remotest in the remotest part of the world. So this is achievable now because of this kind of course framework, which allows massive students to join all at once. At one point of time, it was not even imaginable that a class might consist of 100 students or so or more, but now we see tens and thousands of students join the course, and we can say that the class has about 2,000 students, etc. So this is the massive range of coverage of the course material and access to the students, number of students who can access the courses, and resources. Above all, the best part for the students is that resources are available without any cost, just through search engines. So availability, or having an internet connection, which is most common nowadays, it makes it possible for any student to take up their course of their interest, course of their requirement, and pursue. So what is so innovative about MOOC? And we have seen online or distance learning courses, but how it varies and why MOOC has gained so much ground? Because it uses modern video format. Now, this modern video format, it's not just like the textual presentation, but practical presentations also, and these interactions at times become interactive also. They open the material, learning material is so much openly accessible from top resources, from top universities like Harvard, Stanford, etc. And courses are in a true online format. That is, the student takes the course online, gives the exams, or participates in the course online, and receives the certificate also online. So there is lot of there is less effort from the student in terms of reaching to any institution, or reaching out for learning material or any other sources, but the student can access the material and certificate, etc., from the click of a button. So it's such a easy access. I hope I'm audible. Please, I seek your forgiveness because my voice is very bad due to cold. Am I audible?
Yes, doctor, yes.
Okay, thank you. So I was discussing about how MOOC have become favorite, or how MOOC have become so popular. And it's the kind of, these classes were actually started by professors themselves, the initiative. So it became like the teacher actually looking into the technical aspect of reaching out to the student as well. So in that, as an answer to that effort, we see that MOOC are now so much widely available and easily available, and these classes have become kind of they have broken many barriers, or they have broken many boundaries, in the sense that it gave the liberty to the student to pick any kind of course according to their interest, according to their requirement, and pace it accordingly, according to their age, according to their profession, etc. So online interaction between teachers and learners is also possible, and this made easy. Now, this kind of interaction is mostly through material content. There is no, I can say that there is no one-to-one, always there is no one-to-one. The student is central to their effort, central to their learning process, and the student is more responsible for their learning and taking advantage of the content available for them than the teacher. In this way, this MOOC is very advantageous, or is very much standing out. Then the tests are online, and then in some cases certificates are also assured. About this certification and recognition or degrees of MOOC, we will discuss a little later in the presentation. Now, what are the institute, or rather, who is offering MOOCs? There are many platforms there are many innumerable platforms that we can see for such MOOC worldwide, and student participation is also increasingly seen. And few of them are Coursera. This is one of the largest, and this is one of the popular, and this is one of the highest ranking MOOC platform for education or different kind of courses. This platform is worldwide, and over 20 million course participants participate, and it has high quality courses created by universities of Stanford, Princeton, Yale, London, Munich, Zurich, and many more. edX, we will look in when we will see these courses or these MOOC platforms, how they have developed, how they have come into existence a little later when we will discuss the history or the beginning of the MOOC. And yeah, before we go, yes, we can discuss at this point. So we let us see the other platforms. edX, this is the second largest MOOC platform, or around 10 million learners. And it also has a high quality content contributed by Harvard, MIT, Berkeley, and Oxford, among other universities. This created as a MOOC platform at Stanford, now mostly programs courses in cooperation with industry partners such as Google, Facebook, and Daimler. Course topics include artificial intelligence and self-driving cars. Future Learn is another platform. It is one of the largest European MOOC platform, which is UK-based and includes various British and European universities. And here the courses are sometimes shorter. The other point of about MOOC, I would say, is that these MOOC courses are offered time and again. They open for some time, and then the course is completed, and the professors or the instructors develop or open and again the same course. But meanwhile, these courses are available free of online for any student to access. So this is the dating and presentation or availability of these courses. At this point, I want to little go back into the background of these platforms, existence of these platforms. And now, education through distance, unconventional learning or distance mode of learning was from early time, maybe probably in 1960s and so on, through TV and radio shows. And we could see that professors would give lecture online, and mostly we would see that the professor is speaking. And this part of this kind of learning was, or this kind of instruction was supportive or supplementary to texts available. Students still depended upon the texts and for learning, and some kind of interaction with the teacher, direct interaction with the teacher. Then later we see, with the advent of internet and on the web, many sources were available, and teachers could offer handouts and make their teaching more interesting through improvising on their presentation, probably by demonstrating and showing. And these recorded lectures on the web could also be further used in later time for later classes. Like a recorded lecture which is available on a particular topic that the student must be pursuing this year from the past is available, and the student can look into that lecture from the same professor and attend the lecture with the professor in present date. In this format of pre-listening or earlier listening to the lecture and moving to the class helped the student or gave the students and the teacher to more time to discuss and interact over the topic and widen their horizon of learning. This kind of teaching is generally referred flipped teaching model. So there was the teacher's goal was to use here the teacher's aim is used to use the face time more productively and engage the learners in active learning. These recorded lectures, which were available on the net or internet, now were being shared online, and excuse me. So it was kind of material in surplus, and these recorded lectures, the professors from various affluent universities started sharing online and also making it easily available. So these lectures from reputed or universities were reaching out to students across the world. So in 2002, MIT opened its courseware. So, and this courseware, which was recorded lectures from the professors of MIT, were freely accessible, and students, the amount or the number of students reaching out for these courses were in huge numbers. Seeing this, the professors realized by 2011 and 12 that the recorded lectures attracted more students, and they were also giving more results they were attracting students in tens and thousands and more. So the professors from this university, they started making their own courseware, and therefore the the platform Coursera came into existence, or therefore the platform Coursera started. And such another platforms like edX started. Following MIT, Stanford started its Class to Go platform, and later the universities merged or started merging with each other or collaborating with each other and started their own platforms where they were where they were producing quality content which was interactive and which was easily accessible to the students. So we see that by this time, by 2012, edX by MIT, edX by Stanford collaboration, and Udacity, Future Learn, iVersity, EdRack, Udemy, etc. started functioning or started their courses. These are the different platforms that started their courses. Now, now we see in this time that there are two words or the two terms that are circling in the academic environments for MOOC. One is CMOOC and other is XMOOCs. XMOOCs is the MOOC platform that I have just explained. In XMOOC, what happens is the teacher is the instructors or the professors, the experts are creating the content and they share or they send out the content to the students and students everywhere. So here the information flow is from is in one direction, or the information is pushed towards the students, and students access this information. CMOOCs, as the name goes, C stands for connectivism, and CMOOCs in CMOOCs course platforms, the flow of information or content is in multi-direction. It is from the instructor towards the student, and at the same time among the student groups. When a course is taken up, mostly in such platforms, there is a cohort or a group of students that take up the course. So there is, they come to that course having some common requirement for that course. So they form that common group with that common requirements, and they contribute to each other's knowledge through their experience as well. And here the students take up the responsibility of giving their experience or sharing the information, using the contact, interacting with the content and the students by actually sharing their ideas. This is done through peer evaluation, or and students interact and support each other. So the information in CMOOC is flowing or is pulled in from various directions, from the instructor to the students to student, and as well student to teacher backwards, because the instructor is now also working on identifying or improvising on the content material from the experiences of the student. So the instructor is also actively involved in that learning process, pulls or extracts the best of the content and integrates in it in course content again, furthermore, to develop this course. So this is this process of content aggregation, production, and integration is done by the student, and they should assist each other. This format helps the student furthermore to take work on their experiences. This makes the student to be connected with other sources on the internet, which provide the necessary information which can be accessed and used. So MOOCs, ex-MOOCs is actually pushing the content towards the student and helping them to use it the most creative format they can. And CMOOCs is pulling the content from all directions and making the best use of it for their development, for their progress, career progress, etc. So we go to the next part of this presentation about certification. Before this slide here talks about advantages and disadvantages or pros and cons of MOOC. And before that, I would like to talk about certificates and degrees. Now, these MOOC courses are not complete degrees in itself by now, are not complete degrees, wherein the student pitches in lot of money and funds, etc., and attends a university, etc. But they still do carry great recognition because these content come from such universities. About certification, as I've already said, that most of the MOOC courses are free, but since it is free, students tend to not take it seriously. Therefore, if the student after the course wishes to access or wishes to keep a certificate for the course, they the different platforms or different MOOCs ask from them, seek from them minimal fee. These MOOC courses with certificates are verifiable and offered by Coursera, Udacity, edX, etc. And these certificates are awarded after the student meets the expectation of the teaching team in terms of results of the quizzes or projects or assignments or peer evaluations, etc. MOOCs are online courses. They are available to anyone with a computer and internet connection. They offer students a way to learn in a setting similar to online class, but are usually, they are loosely structured and can be accessed without paying any tuition and committing to an academic program. So this is where MOOCs are different from degree courses, but their certificates are being valued because we see that there is now the recent trends of MOOCs. We see that there are many business organizations, business bodies are associating themselves with such courses, with such institutions, universities, to access or to reach out those employees or future employees who are promising in terms of what is exactly required in the market. So what are the courses that are generally, what are the courses that are generally offered? artificial intelligence, data, computer science, data analysis, data scientist, coding, etc. All this kind of courses are mostly preferred. Now, looking at the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, as I've already said, that it is easily accessible to everybody and anywhere and everywhere at a very low cost or no expenditure at all. So the materials are prepared by professors, reputed professors, experts. So the material, the quality of the content is also very high. And these are self-paced courses. They have flexible deadlines, and these are offered by premier institutes, and this give that kind of availability for the students from remote areas who might have not even thought of such universities, reputed universities or institutions. Above all, no need of any sign-ups, yani no need of showing any meeting up any requirements, or no need of showing any prerequisite abilities or prerequisite certification or degrees to take up these courses. So it makes even more easy for any student who wants to take the course to enhance their career. Say somebody who is into their profession and their career and wants to advance their career, if they take this course, this will add on to their career, and they can pace up or move quickly up the ladder in their career, as well as make a good earning and standard of living. This frees up a lot of teachers' time, and engage and feedback from fellow learners also kind of creates a community, and the subject or the area also kind of grows in that community. So these are all good things about MOOC courses. From being good, there are again these challenges, that when there are no requirements to signing up, and when there is very low cost for such courses, the student participation or the student enrollment rate is greater, but then retention and completion rate is comparatively very low. So the first disadvantage is that there is high attrition rates. Students drop off from the course, and it happens that sometimes one cohort, a student drops out, then eventually you see a trend of many other following the student and moving out of the course. So then we cannot talk that the course was successful or the course was good and so on. So course completion rates are very less, or continuity or number of students who complete the course is very, very less or falls down. Then the next disadvantage is that such courses as of now have not yet reached out to students with different disabilities and challenges. So this is one of the biggest disadvantage. And then, as I've earlier said, that the student teacher and the student teacher face time increases, but sometimes these courses become a routine, or the teacher presence becomes very negligible, that the teacher and student interaction is not there, and again this leads to a reason for student dropping off from the course. Students don't pay special attention because they have to do it for themselves, and when they are not motivated enough or caught up with other things, then they do not follow. So students have to learn by themselves, and they try to fail to pay attention consistently to be in the course or continue with the course and successfully pass the course or meet the requirements of completion of the course. So these are the disadvantages. They are MOOCs can be extremely helpful or cannot be suitable at all for a student, depending upon the subject area, learning environment, learning goal, and personal learning style. So success in MOOC courses depends on everything, on that one basic principle of try it for yourself. If the student is motivated enough for any reason, growth in career or hike in salary or knowledge, whatever be the motivation, if the student is motivated enough, and the learning environment, learning group, the situation of the student, and the learning goals, all these affect the successful completion of MOOC courses, and in turn show the success rate of such courses. Nevertheless, even with such disadvantages or with such challenges, we see that there are excuse me, we see that there is a lot of popularity for such courses, because it gives a control for the students to handle the content and their course and their time. And at the same time, if they show just the continuity, success is promised to them. So this is kind of very much in a way, this is the reason these courses are become or these platforms have become quite popular. The recent trends in MOOC, or important trends in MOOC, is that as I have earlier discussed, in-depth course series such as specializations at Coursera, MicroMasters, edX. Excuse me, one second. Excuse me, one second. Excuse me, sorry for the bad cold. So I was discussing the MOOC trends. First is the in-depth course series. Course series consists of multiple MOOCs that focus on one topic, and this gives an in-depth and a reach for the students. Then certification, like I've already discussed, now many MOOC course platforms are working on giving properly recognized or furthermore valued certificates to the students. They are trying to towards establishing their certificates as a serious qualification, developing in offers, so with academic credits and degrees. So I want to say at this point that because of its popularity, or because of its reach for the students, because the students prefer MOOC such platforms many universities across different countries are tying up with such course platforms and making it part of their courses or a part of their program, university program, that the student takes up. So this is also a recent trend or recent development in the area of MOOC. At the same time, we see there are different business models. MOOC platforms are experimenting with different revenue sources. So since the burden is not on students for the payment of the education or the tuition fees and etc., the other things. So now there is a freemium model with paid certificates. So MOOC platforms are experimenting with business heads to collaborate and prepare such courses wherein the student is not under the pressure of any kind of payment. Internationalization. MOOCs are necessarily being created for more languages and countries. And you can see in some courses, in some MOOC courses, there are subtitles also for students to understand from different corners of the world. And existing MOOC courses are also being translated into languages and other than English. Also, they're also providing terminology for the student to understand in their language and English. So it is like the emergence of the such platforms and the spread of the platforms internationally. The next, learning analytics. MOOC data are professionally evaluated by the providers to continuously improve the courses and the learning experiences of the student. And terminology. Since there is like a kind of confusion with the term MOOC, experts or people from the academic fraternity are now using these terms back and forth with online courses, online learning, and digital education. MOOC also allows to keep pace with changes in technology, excuse me, enhance learning, and develop innovative pedagogies, meeting the strategies aimed to design and deliver campuses based on online educational experiences. Thank you all for patiently listening.
Thank you, Ms. Samina.
Yeah, I'm sorry
for sharing information related to MOOC. It was a wonderful presentation and very informative too. And I must tell everybody that she is not keeping well for the past few days. And in spite of her health issues, she was able to make it. And I would like to thank our colleagues from different colleges for taking time to be with us today. If you have any questions, please do write in the chat box, or you can open your mic.
Thank you, Hira ma'am. And I'm extremely sorry if my presentation I have rushed through because sometimes I was feeling difficult to speak. Thanks everybody for patiently listening to me. Any questions or any discussion? There are many other aspects of MOOC, building up the course materials. At the same time, universities and governance are also, different governments are also coming forward to making initiative to enroll or to tie up with such courses which are sounding far more beneficial than the routine degree programs. So there are many tie-ups we can see, especially I can tell I'm from India, so I have seen that these trends. Our university, like we have UGC Grants Commission, has proposed at degree level that students should take up some kind of MOOC course as part of their program. In few universities I've seen this. We have MOOC programs like SWAYAM, NPTL, if I'm correct with the pronunciation, etc. Any questions?